Right.
just to get your money. So you got to be real, real cautious of who you deal with this time. Because I tell you, for everybody downfall is somebody come up.
Yeah.
So for all the people that's hurting, that's behind, that's whatever, it's going to be somebody to find a way to come up off of this. So you got to make sure that you
Yeah.
deal with somebody that's credible.
It's probably going to get worse and worse as we, keep dealing with the COVID-19 and have to readjust our lifestyle, because this doesn't seem like a situation that's going to go away overnight, you know?
No, no, it's going to be, because see, they already putting other things on the table. They just funded another, what, $484 billion to help small businesses. They didn't talk about that as much as unemployment. But what we got to understand is the next bill that might be coming out is the $2,000 a month.
Right.
Because that's
about. It's a
yeah.
6 months guaranteed.
Yeah, so that's one thing that they're actually looking at, that every American, they talk about every American may get $2,000 a month. Because see, they're doing it in other countries now.
They're doing it right now.
Yeah, they're doing it in other countries now. So they're talking about doing the $2,000 a month. And they're talking about anywhere from 6 months to a year that they will give you that. But the beautiful thing about this is, if you're 16 and older, you will get the $2,000. If you're in college, if you was filed as dependent of another, if you're in high school and you was 16, you still get it. Now, don't worry if your son got kept back a couple of times and he's still in high school and he's 19, he's still gonna get it. So when they put high school, don't worry about that. That's not an equation.
Right.
It's not an equation. So that's the next bill.
That's still gonna take to get passed. I need that bill to get passed.
Yeah. But the other part of that bill too, and that's why I tell you got to stay connected to people that's very, very knowledgeable with this stuff that's going on. Because the other part of that is, you talking about they're gonna allow you to cancel rent payments and mortgages up to a year.
Wow.
If this same bill, so you won't have to pay rent or mortgage up to a year if this bill goes through. And it's possible that it will, because this is not going to end anytime soon. One of the reasons why governors now and different people are trying to open up the cities, because in Georgia, the unemployment, they made a mistake when they said contractors can now get unemployment.
Right.
So now, you know how many contractors and self-employed people they are, especially in Georgia, because Atlanta, everybody has a business.
Oh,
So now you got all these people that's applying. So the state actually ran out of money. So one of the reasons why.
Do you have if you're a contractor, do you have to be filing contractor taxes? Are they going to ask for these people tax returns to prove they're contractors? Because what if you contractor that work for a contractor, but you ain't really, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah. But see, that's why I say we got to consistently get away from the bullshit, though.
Right.
That's why I say they got to get away. Because, see, it's possible they're going to ask for maybe 1099s. They're going to ask for something that you may have received, or a tax return showing that you had a Schedule C or something if you was a contractor. And the reason why I say it's possible they're going to do this, because even with the other stuff they put out before, they said they wasn't going to do credit checks. It wasn't going to be based on credit. It wasn't going to be based on tax returns. But I told people they're not going to give away that much money and not be peeping at something.
I was thinking.
And so what happened was, they gave
all the applications.
Yes, they gave people money, but what they did was they did a credit check through Experian. And so that's why you found some people got money and some people didn't, because
use Equifax, because that's the one you usually had the highest score.
Yeah, but now they use Experian, and so people already knew they got those alerts from Experian. So we have to stay connected. You have to get current on your taxes. You got to get your stuff in place. If you start legitimately now doing business, make sure you start either 1099ing people or getting a 1099, so you will have a paper trail. So when they do request these things, you'll be in position. Because like I said, this whole thing is coming around again. It's going to come around in different facets. And the people who are getting money are going to be the people that's already in the loop. And that's already in the system. That's why I told everybody, apply for everything. That way you in the system. Because see, if you don't qualify now, when they have a second wave of everything, you already in the system. And so that way you don't have to try to reapply.
Do you have something set up that you can help people apply? Like you charging a fee to help them? Because you know everything about everything.
I don't know everything
So,
about everything. I can't get stripper fined. So evidently, I don't know everything about
oh,
everything.
you know, you just don't want to do it. You don't want to do something strange for a little change.
No, that's Bluebell's fault. That's Bluebell and Oreo. That ain't my fault though. So I'm suing Bluebell and Oreo, and because they basically impeding on my stripper fineness. But that's another thing about me knowing everything about everything. We talking taxes and stuff. That's another conversation.
Right. So
But
what about all the strippers out there? Do you think the strippers are like this is Atlanta? Do you think
yes,
they're doing their
yes. Everybody in the entertainment game, you need to file your 2018 taxes at least and get this stimulus check or your 2019. If you're a dancer, you know, if we ain't gonna say stripper, if you're a dancer,
exotic dancer?
yeah, if you're an exotic dancer,
So
barber,
entertain-
whatever it may be, anything that's independent contractor that don't traditionally file. I ain't throwing y'all under the bus because I ain't saying y'all names, but who don't traditionally file, you may want to file because you can get, if they open up the EIDL loan, that's a replacement income loan because you're losing income. You can possibly get money for that, but then you also can qualify for unemployment. You know, so you need to file for everything that's out there,
right,
and you need to file your taxes to get this stimulus.
right.
You need to get this stimulus. You know, so even if you filed, you know, some of your reportings and write off your expenses, and you may come out not paying tax or getting a refund in some cases, but
Right.
you still qualify for your stimulus. Don't let this $1,200 go to waste. Don't let this 17 if you got a child that
Right.
qualifies, or if you're married, the 2,400. Don't let this go to waste, people. This is free money for doing something that you need to be doing anyway.
So if they haven't filed for the past 2 years, how can they call you to file to get it?
Yeah, well, you can call my office at 678-213-1141. That's
Okay. 678. I'm gonna type it in.
678
Uh-huh.
213-1141. You can go to my website at LB, that's for living better, lbtaxservice.com. And like I told y'all, pull that business form off of there. Go to at the top on the home page at lbtaxservice.com. Go to the website, pull that information, and then you can shoot me an email if you need to at updates with an S. Updates at lbtaxservice.com. I just don't want to see people missing this money because we always last on the totem pole to get whatever's out there. You know, and so I just want people to get this money. The more money you have, the less you have to ask me for a loan.
And as a as a business owner, like even when I change professions, I always try to like at least, you know, do right by filing something. Even if it wasn't the most amount, just file. You know,
get in the system.
Oh, I didn't even make that much money, or I made under 30 grand, or, you know, like they get embarrassed about the business, but you just want to have it on record, on paper, that you are attempting to be legit, you know, with your business practice. George said he just needs 10 grand. That's it.
All right. So
how are these landlords going to make it? Like,
well, the other part of it is with the landlords, if that new bill passes, they're going to actually have something in place where they're going to actually give the landlord and the homeowners money for replacing their income. Not the homeowners, but the landlords. They're going to give them a specific amount for what they call lost wages. So you'll get something. Part of that bill will be in there for landlords as well. I'll recap on that on Tuesdays. You know, every Tuesday I do. I talk about the updates and the changes with the tax laws, things that's changed from taxes with this, everything that, because this is changed. This changed weekly. You know, with all of this stuff that's going on with the stimulus. So every week I'll get on and I'll talk about whatever updates that we have, or even if it's just like we talking about now, where's my refund? When is it going to come? They just started mailing out refunds this week. You know, they just started mailing them out this week. So, you know, if you're getting it through the mail, be patient, people. It's coming.
Because they were
be patient.
First, if you were getting a paper check, you might not have it till the fall. And I was
exactly. If you're getting a paper check, it's a whole lot of reasons why you may not have it now, you know. And so once again, Tuesday, like I said, every Tuesday I do a live at 6 p.m. on Instagram and on Facebook Live. On Instagram, basically, you can follow me at Richboi, RICHBOI.
y'all hear that? Rich.
JUP1.
And you are single, correct? Rich boy?